Oh, right. Oh, yes. Your eyes do not deceive you. Take a look, take a gander, check it out, see what's going on here. This is some Call of Duty 4, and it is with great pleasure. I find great joy in bringing you some COD 4 gameplay commentary, just like the old days. This game came out when I was 16 years old, a long, long time ago, in a land not really that much different than this one, but whatever. That's besides the point. This gameplay is pretty sweet. I do some running around, some jumping, some bouncing around, some ninja drop shots of doom, and I get a pretty good little kill-death ratio with the Scorpion. And the Scorpion was always, well, it was like the baby gun. It was a little baby boy gun of COD 4 that nobody ever wanted to use. It always got neglected. It was the loneliest of the SMGs, and I showed some love in this video, so hopefully you will enjoy that. But today I just wanted to get a little bit nostalgic and pick your guys' brains about how far we've come just as a community, as a group of gamers, as a group of people that enjoy playing online video games such as COD 4 and all of the Call of Duty since then. Now we're moving on towards Advanced Warfare, which from the looks of it is going to be awesome. It's got exoskeletons and all sorts of other futuristic shenanigans going on. I'm going to have a blast with that game, I can already tell, and it's going to be on the next-gen consoles, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know if it's going to come out for Xbox 360 and PS3. Not quite sure what I'm going to do there. I'm going to have to make a decision. I'm going to have to make a choice. I'm going to have to choose from my options on whether or not I want to play it on PS4 or Xbox One. I don't really have either right now, but I'll wait until November to decide what's going on there. Oh, wait for it, there it is! Pistol switch, Golden Deagle bouncing like it's 2008, going back all the way, back in the day. Not really though, that time has come and passed. The COD 4 montage days are way, way, way behind us at this point. Everything's so futuristic nowadays. That's all anybody cares about is the futuristic shooters like Halo and Destiny and Advanced Warfare, and I don't know, it's just, I would like a throwback to old school, you know, maybe a COD, not a COD 4 remake, but another World War II game would be awesome, maybe a World War I game, maybe a Vietnam-based shooter. Something to throw back to the past would be pretty cool, because I get nostalgic when I look at COD 4 and World at War. It brings me back to the old days. And I don't know, that's maybe not a healthy attitude. I think most people say that the most healthy attitude that you can have about time is to look forward to the future and be happy with what you have now and don't dwell on the past. But every now and then I find myself dwelling on the past in a positive way. I find myself looking back at the past and just going, man, everything was so much more simple. Everything was so much easier back then. But that's just how it goes. Here's something to consider. Think about all the days played, all the hours upon hours upon hours that you've put into playing each individual video game that you've jumped around on. And for some people, they stick to just one type of game. I've never been that kind of person. I remember, man, I started playing video games when I was 5 years old with the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo, and then I moved on to the Nintendo 64, and then it was just all the way up from there. I played all the consoles and eventually moved to PC games and played RuneScape and World of Warcraft and all that. Like, I've played so many different games, and if I totaled up all the hours, all the days played across all those games, it would probably be like a giant chunk of my life has been spent playing video games with either a controller in my hand or my hands on the mouse and keyboard. And it's not a bad thing. It's not something that I resent. It's not something that I feel negative about. I feel like video games have really shaped me as a person, and I've met a lot of people through it. I've learned a lot of skills, social skills, typing skills, technical skills. I've learned about design and graphics and just the way that interactive software and entertainment software works. And if you're passionate about something and you really love it and you really care about it, then it doesn't matter how much time you waste doing the thing. If you love it, if you care about it, then it's worth it, in my opinion. That's just what I would think. I know a lot of people's parents, a lot of people's teachers, a lot of people's elders are going to tell you that video games are a complete waste of time and that you should find something more productive to do. But if you're really, really passionate, if you're really into it, if video games are your thing above all other things, there's a way to make a career out of it. There's a way to make a living doing it or being involved in it, producing it, creating it. Something. You can get involved in some way with the video game world, with the video game industry, and make a life out of it. Plenty of people have done it. Plenty more people are going to do it. It's always changing. It's always evolving. There's always new stuff coming out. And the video game industry itself is bigger than any other entertainment industry in the world. And that's really hard to wrap your heads around if you think about movies, if you think about books, if you think about audiobooks, TV shows, whatever it is. Video games are the cream of the crop. It's the top of the pyramid when it comes to entertainment. Video games are the #1 thing in the world, and that's why esports eventually is going to be the biggest sport in the world. I think competitive video games within the next 10 or 15 years is going to be bigger than the NFL, bigger than the NBA, bigger than the UFC, bigger than golf, bigger than anything, and it's going to be amazing. Video games are taking over the world, and I'm just super stoked. I'm super happy. I'm super proud, and I'm just very lucky and thankful that I'm able to be a part of any amount of this. And you guys are too. If you're watching this video, you're a part of it too. This whole YouTube community is a part of the greater whole. And if you think about the big picture, the whole thing is greater than even the sum of all of its parts. It's something bigger than all of us, and it's really cool to be a part of. I really can't, I don't know, I'm finding trouble putting it into words, but that's how I feel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video talking about way back when, back in the day. I feel like, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we're going to be talking about this like this was back in the day, and everything's going to be different. That's just the way time works. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please support the video with some likes, some favorites, some comments. I always appreciate you guys' support. Hit me up on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I've got all the links down below in the description. And thank you guys for watching. I got a lot more cool videos coming up for you very, very soon. So keep an eye on your sub box. I'll see you guys later.